Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and an amazing day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to go ahead and look at Costco stock. We're going to be seeing if it's a buy, a sell, or if you should not even look at it. We're going to be breaking down everything that you guys need to understand. So now, before we jump into the episode, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, do what you guys do, and then check out my podcast down below. So now let's jump into the episode, roll the intro, let's go. Bam! So we all know Costco. Costco is one of the most popular warehouse stores in the United States. Now, how their system works and kind of how their business plan works is they have a membership program, and you can have just the regular basic plan, and then you can have the premium plan. So the basic plan starts out at like $60 a year, and then the premium is $120. Now the premium plan has like cash back and a lot of, cool incentives, so you can actually get a lot of money back at the end of the year. Now, Costco makes a lot of money. So we're gonna go ahead and actually look at the balance sheet so you guys can see this because it's insane. So Costco's revenue for the first quarter ending, February 29th, 2020 was $39.07 billion, a 10% increase from last year. That is absolutely insane, especially right now with all the market volatility that we're in, where some days we're going up 1,200 points, some days we're down 1,300 points. This whole market is kind of in this downward trend, and a lot of companies are actually losing a lot of money, but not Costco. Costco stock has not died but thrived during this falling market. Not to mention Costco has increased their dividend about 8%, which is absolutely nuts. Now, it's not going to be a special dividend that they're doing like they've done in the past. This is just a general increase to help people and help their investors get through this hard time. Now, what a lot of people look for, and what I look for, is cash on hand. And Costco has $9 billion sitting in cash. So they can either use that to pay their dividends, and they can use that to kind of keep them afloat during a recession. But since the stock hasn't fallen too much and their stores haven't closed, I think Costco stock's in great shape to get through this recession. So now, if you guys actually want to go ahead and buy Costco stock, you guys can get $10 to buy Costco stock when you guys sign up with M1 Finance. That will be down below for you guys to sign up. Make sure you guys do that. So I honestly am a huge believer in Costco. So now the next thing we have to do is let's look at the chart. Let's look at support, resistance, and where the stock's going. Let's go. Alrighty guys, we got ticker symbol COST, also known as Costco Wholesale. You guys know Costco. So now we got to start drawing out trends. We got to start drawing out support and resistance. We're on the 180 day mark, so it's the past 180 days. The past 180 days, we've seen stocks actually get slammed. Delta Airlines, Carnival Cruise, and actually the entire market has been in this very state of volatility. But if you look at Costco's kind of been trading, hitting highs at 325 and lows about, 280. So what I would recommend doing, because I do think there's some nice resistance up here at 325. So do I think buying it right now is a good buy? If we go ahead and look at the RSI, which is the Relative Strength Index, this tells whether a stock's overbought or oversold. So now we go ahead and look at it. It's trading at, or it's actually looking at a 68. So this means that the stock is overbought. So there's a lot more downside potential. So now, do I think that this stock's going to come back down to about 280? I think it easily could. I think that the entire market is kind of in this state of unknowing, just because people aren't working. We have the government putting trillions of dollars into the overall market and the economy to try to keep it afloat, and not to mention that people aren't working, unemployment's hitting record highs. So it's nice that actually Costco is staying open, and I know and I guarantee their revenue is going to be pretty strong if we actually go ahead and look at it for this next quarter that's coming up. So now the next thing, what I would recommend doing here is actually going ahead and setting an alert. Let's set an alert here at about 285. I do think this would be the perfect price point to get it at. So all we have to do is create an alert. We're going to go ahead and do at or below, click create. So now if let's say you guys actually already have your stock, you already bought Costco, you bought it at 320, and now you think that there's a lot more downside potential. don't worry, because if the stock falls, which it probably will, you guys can average your position down. It's a very common thing that a lot of investors and a lot of traders do. So what you do is, if that's, say, the stock falls to, this 280 mark, you buy some more shares and it moves your average from $320 to about $300. So now if the stock rebounds, once it breaks over $300, you're going to be in profit. But if that's, say, you don't average your position down and it now has to break over 320 for you to be in profit. The con of doing this is if it continues to fall, you're losing money that way. But if you're looking at Costco as a long-term investment, which I think everybody should, I think this is a great overall buy for Costco. So now let's go ahead and look at the past 3 years so we can see exactly how well it's done. So now if we go ahead and look at it, the state of volatility, as you guys can see, where we've had days going up, days going down, days going up, days going down. So you guys can see we're coming up to this nice little double tap at resistance. So I think there's a little more downward potential just because people aren't working, like I was saying. But the overall trend right now of the entire company is up, which is nice, especially right now. So I do think Costco is a buy. And I would recommend setting alerts at about 280. Realistically, if the stock goes to there, I think it would be a great buy. Your risk is very low and the reward is very high. But if that's, say, you just want to say, screw it, let's get into it because it's better to be in the market than out of it. And I would recommend, if it continues to fall, moving your average position down. That's what I plan on doing. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and overall, I hope you guys learned something. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Make sure you guys check out my podcast and sign up with M1 Finance. We'll see you tomorrow.